Well, hello and welcome to TheCrewMotorfest, Ubisoft original KingPlesa here. KingPlesa 99, alrighty. Got this. Let's race some. Lamborghini, TheCrewMotorfest. Nice cars, yo. You can play this game on controller, or I think I have here a steering wheel, the G923 or 920 with the drive force shifter and level up. Aston Martin.
Do you know what the essence of street racing really is? It's the confrontation. Fight against mythological vehicles. Against time itself. Do you have what it takes?
Speed is key. Speed is key. Ha! Look at this car. Auto mode. Oha. Beetje gehaald. Alright, let's actually race some.
All good to resume.
Aloha and oh, what the?
My progression on this playlist. You know where to find me, driver.
Imagine yourself going to work. It's full gas traffic everywhere, and the world freezes, and you have to race through the traffic as fast as you can, navigate with no rules. There's no speed cameras, no red light cameras. The world is frozen. That's pretty much what we have to do every day for 14 days straight. Guys, this is exhilarating. I'm almost ready to give rally riding a go myself. If you love this episode, make sure you binge the rest of the series on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, and we will see you again next time.
There's been time where I was working 12 to 14-hour days, 7 days a week, working 2 or 3 different jobs sometimes, just to pay for another hour of flying and another flying lesson, and yeah, it's been worth it.
Welcome back to Motorfest, the podcast. My name is Becky Evans, and this is a podcast brought to you by Red Bull and Ubisoft's iconic game, The Crew Motorfest. Now, in this podcast, this is where I get to talk to motorsport athletes about their passions for all things speed, wings, and wheels. And you know what the really cool thing is? You can actually listen to this podcast whilst you're playing the game. So grab one of your dream vehicles, jump in, strap in, because you're about to hear from the athletes who actually get to drive these in the real world. Let's get the show started. Now, today we've got a very, very special guest. We're going to be chatting to Luke Chapella. Luke is a multi-award-winning Red Bull Air Race winner, known for his precision, skill, and fearless flying. From winning the Challenger Cup to landing a plane on a helipad in Dubai, Luke is committed to pushing the boundaries of flying. Luke, we're delighted to have you here today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, I'm just going to jump straight into it. I am terrified of flying, so when I knew I was going to be chatting to you, I was thinking this guy is going to have to tell me everything that gets him up in the morning and says, you know what, I'm going to do a loop in a plane.
You know, flying aerobatics gives you such a freedom. You know, it's not every day that you can fly aircraft upside down, or you can fly it in reverse, like at 60 kilometers per hour. All the G-forces that we experience, it's something that you cannot experience on the ground. That's why I'm so happy to share it with other people. Give them the taste of the freedom that we get, and spread the joy of flying.
Now, I come from a drifting background, and I was around cars from a very, very young age, and it was actually my dad who sort of ignited that in me, because I remember seeing him playing with his race car in the garage. It was the same kind of for you, wasn't it? You went to an air show when you were a very small boy, and then that was it, you were hooked.
Yeah, absolutely. My spark ignited when I was 6 years old. My dad took me to the air show in Poland, and it's just been amazing. You know, I was watching a robotic display, and the aircraft was doing a tail slide. It's a figure where you go vertically up, and it seems like you're shutting down the engine, and the aircraft starts to slide back on its tail. And I saw it as a 6-year-old kid, and I was like, Dad, I'm gonna do it in the future. You know, many 6-year-old kids have different dreams every week. Sometimes you want to be a policeman, the week after you want to be a fireman. But for me, it has never changed. I've been flying now for 26 years, and I still love it.
That's absolutely crazy that you just picked your direction and just stuck with it. I mean, your first flight lesson, you were 14 years old, and then by 16 you got your license. So there was definitely method in your madness. This was all moving towards where you are today.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I was so motivated. Like from this air show, I started playing with aircraft models, free-flying models, and then I just went to the airport and I became what's known as a hangar rat.
Kara speaking. May I help you?
You know, cleaning the airplanes for everyone.
Time for some action. We can't really get a taste of modern Japanese car culture without some proper urban racing and seriously modded customs.
And in exchange, they would take me for a flight and usually let me fly the aircraft, give me the first.
The streets of Honolulu at night should set the perfect stage for these final races Motorfest has prepared for you.
Lessons. By the time I went solo at 16, I was over the moon. It's been a lot of hard work, but so rewarding as well.
Luke, we were just saying to you...
Prepare for a wild run. The pack hasn't shown you all their moves yet, and I believe they're ready to put on quite a show.
Then flying was always going to be what you were going to do, and I'm going to give you a question which I almost feel like I know what the answer is already. If you could be a car, a plane, a boat, or a motorbike, which would you be and why?
Yeah, of course I'd go for a plane, but you know, this is what my life is all about. It's always been about flying. I have 13,500 hours in the air. That's like 4 hours of my life. 10% of my life has been spent in the air. So yeah, I just want to be a better pilot with every flight I take.
I'd love to know more about the bullseye stunt. I mean, we saw and heard it at the beginning of the episode. Personally, for me, I remember seeing that, and I watched the video and I had a heart attack and was like, oh my God, obviously I know that this guy made this happen because everyone's celebrating it, but I couldn't cope with it.
I almost had a heart attack on the first one as well. It was incredibly difficult project that we did. Landing a plane is such a short distance. It's not something very unusual for this kind of aircraft, but landing the plane...
We're almost there. Show them once and for all that you have what it takes.
On a small helipad that is 600 feet in the air, 200 meters above sea level.
Oh, the Mitsubishi Evolution. god.
I bet this is what you were waiting for when you signed up for the Made in Japan experience. Out of this world customs owning the city.
So you got your wish. Everybody's car is on top of their game, especially your new ride, Toji's Mitsubishi Lancer Evo X.
Yeah, Toji's the craziest customizer of us all. He loves his cars big and mean.
Nice move.
Okay, someone's looking for some rough competition.
Oh my god. Alright, that's been it for this video. If you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe and share. It's all free. And I see you in the next one. Bye bye. Peace out.